Hi, this is Michael O'Leary again from By the Book Taxes. I am here today to talk about something that I believe is little known by taxpayers, and that is the 10-year collection statute. The IRS has a statute of limitations on collecting delinquent taxes from taxpayers. I don't think most taxpayers realize this, but the time period is 10 years from the date the tax is assessed. That's it. They can't come after you forever. It's 10 years from the assessment date. So here's an example of how it works and what the assessment date is. Let's say you file a tax return on April 1st of 2018, your 2017 tax returns. Within a few days, the IRS computers process the return, and if there's a balance due, they assess the tax. So let's assume a return's filed April 1st, they process it on April 5th, they assess the tax on April 5th. You add 10 years to that April 5th of 2018 assessment date, and the IRS has until April 4th of 2028 to collect that tax. After that, the statute of limitations has expired, and they are no longer able to enforce collection. Now, there are 4 things which can cause the 10-year clock to stop. The term they actually use is toll or even freeze. Those 4 things are filing for a bankruptcy, requesting a collection due process hearing, attempting to set up an installment of payment agreement, or filing an offer in compromise. Once all of these requests have been processed and completed, the clock will start again. With the bankruptcy, once the bankruptcy is discharged, the clock starts again, plus an additional 6 months is added to the statute. Very important to understand where you are in this 10-year clock and what, if anything, in the past has happened, such as these 4 items, to extend the statute of limitations. It's very important for a tax professional and the taxpayer to know when the statute of limitations expires for each tax year that there are balances due. That expiration date is called the CSED, or Collection Statute Expiration Date. In our prior example, the CSED was April 4th of 2028. You need to know this because depending on how far you are, either close to or away from that 10-year expiration, knowing that will help you craft a tax resolution strategy for the client. Pardon me, I have a bit of a cold. So here's some strategic thoughts. If the CSED is near, very close, a year or so, and the client is going through some difficult times, either due to a loss of a job, a divorce, or significant medical bills, then it might be a good strategy to request a currently not collectible status and see if you can just run out the clock on the collection statute. If, however, for example, the 10-year statute still has 8 or 9 years to run, but the client is undergoing some financial difficulties, maybe now's a good time to do an offer in compromise and see if you can settle for less than the full amount of the debt. If the client can pay the full amount of the debt within the statutory collection period, though, the best thing to do is just to get them on a manageable installment payment agreement. So there really is some strategy here as far as trying to figure out the best way to resolve a taxpayer's debts. If you have any questions about any of these topics or have unresolved tax debts or have unprepared tax returns that need to be filed that you know you will have a balance due on, and then you would like to get on some sort of payment plan to get them resolved, please reach out to me, call me, email, and I'd be happy to help. Once again, Mike O'Leary, By the Book Taxes. Thank you.